This is a question for the healers. We all know that we're moving into New Earth. We may all have different perceptions of what that is and what that means, but we all know this, that we are moving into New Earth. And if you think of New Earth and you tune into that, and you know that in New Earth there's no suffering, there is no pain, there's no trauma, and that you know that there is no efforting, that we are all supported, we are all guided in New Earth, and we are all returning. We're in heaven. We're heaven on earth. We're returning to the Garden of Eden, where all things are there for us. And when you think of this, tune into this energy and feel that there is no need for healers. There is no need for us to be healing others, because there are no broken people. There's no suffering and there's no trauma anymore. And how do we move into this timeline as long as we are feeding suffering by believing that we need to heal others? And here's the question that I've been asking myself, and that I think that all of us that have been healers or have worked in the healing realms and communities, to ask yourself, who would I be if I was not healing others, if I was not helping others? If you were already living heaven on earth, if you are in that timeline, who would you be? What would you do with your life? And then if it's not what you're doing, then should you not be doing that thing? Because we have to embody what we want to step into. So if you're embodying being someone who believes that the world needs saving and everyone needs saving, then that is the reality that you are choosing. But if you embody bliss and oneness and heaven on earth, and knowing that we are already whole and healed and perfect as we are, when you embody that, that is the frequency and that is the timeline that you're going to step into. And if you're already in that timeline, what would you do with your time on earth? How would you spend your days? What would you want? What then would be your service to the world? What then would be your gift to the world? How would you express yourself? What would it mean to be you, to be free? What would make you the happiest? What would bring you the most joy? What would your heart want to express? What would your heart want to share? That, I feel, is the true service. Is when we finally give ourselves permission to do that thing, to be in that. That is our dharma. Is when we are living the deepest desires that were planted in our hearts. That is the gift. That is our gift to humanity. That is that expression within us that so badly wants to come out. But I feel that so many of us have pushed that down because we feel that it is not as, it's not that important, because it's not as in service to humanity the way that a healer or, a teacher is. And to realize that when we are living our dharma and we're doing what lights us up the most, we are healing, we are teaching others, we're showing others what is possible. So that's just a question I've been sitting with myself, and I'm encouraging you to sit with that as well, is if we're moving into heaven on earth, what would that look like? What do you feel that would feel like. And how would you then exist in that reality? And start doing it now. How can you embody that now? Because we know that we become it first to see it in our reality. Anyways, this is just some deep contemplations that I've been contemplating over the last months. And so much of my perception of the healing world is shifting because I don't think I want to feed a reality anymore where everyone needs to be healed, because I feel everyone is already whole, and it's just an illusion that they are not whole. It's just an illusion that they are feeding, that they need to be healed. It's just a story that they're holding on to that they need to let go of. And it's also a story that we need to let go of, that we need to help heal others, because we can show others how to let go of stories, but what stories are we holding on to that are perpetuating the timelines of suffering? What do we need to let go of? That's also going to help the masses like see their own illusions and their own stories, so that they can stop searching for healing outside of themselves, so they can stop searching for answers outside of themselves and finally come home to themselves and realize that they are already whole. Anyways, this is just a contemplation I've been having that I want to share, because it's shifting a lot within me. And I've been asking myself a lot of different questions that I haven't asked myself in a very long time. Like, what does my heart actually want to do with my life? What do I actually want to do with my life? What feels good? What lights me up? And that is being in service. Anyways, much love.